Hey guys, got another one for you today, and it's exciting for me. All the way from Troy, Illinois, we're about 3 hours away from GP Knives. As you can see, I got a Spyderco for you, and I'm excited, very excited. Here's my invoice. This thing got here fast. I ordered it on Saturday, and as you can see by the title, it is the Gayle Bradley 2. Am I excited? You bet. So, saw this design, fell in love with it, kept my eye out on it, read about it, kept reading about it, and I don't know what happened. I was on Blade HQ's list. I thought they were going to call me back, or not call me, email me once it got in stock, but they never did. And I got on the forums and everyone was talking about how fast they sold out. Well, I got onto GP Knives site and did my thing, which is checking it religiously, seeing what comes in new. And they had it in stock. I didn't believe it at first because no one has it in stock, but they had recently done a video review on it, so maybe this is that one. And after I purchased it, they no longer had any in stock, so I believe this is the only one they had in stock at the time. And as you can see, typical Spyderco packaging. You get the box, and here's a knife with some kind of glue on the bag. Yada yada yada, high carbon, and product warranty. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, that's cool. A little bit of info on my new blade here. But we'll put this back now. And let's take a look at the knife. There's a long strip of tape. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here it is, guys. The Gayle Bradley 2. Brand new from Spyderco. 2016. Feels nice. See if I can middle finger flick it right on. Alright, let's check out some specs. It's about, I think, just under 8.5 inches. Blade's gonna be just over 3.5, like 3.6. That is CPM M4. It's a super steel, but it does have a high carbon content, and I don't believe it's a full stainless, so I'm gonna have to maintain it a little bit. I'll probably get some Aegis EDCI or something. It's on washers. It is actually smooth despite my poor flipping abilities. I haven't flipped a Spidey hole in a while. Ergos are nice. I can see why people like the Bradley as a workhorse. It's very comfortable. Ergos are evident, but it's not ridiculously stylized, and the choil is not as pronounced as on the previous. I guess there actually isn't a blade finger choil on this one at all. It feels good. There's a good grip on this carbon G10 laminate. Better than any of the other G10 carbon laminates I've felt before. I do appreciate that it came tip up already. Man, that is just a good looking knife. One thing that just surprised me is this lockup. Actually looking at it, it's right about, it looks like 50, but I'd say it's already probably about 35 or 40, which surprised me. I was expecting a little bit of an earlier, but it's still smooth. Check out that detent. Man, I need to practice my flicking. Here we go. It's got like some oil on it already, so it's actually a little slick. Maybe that's part of my problem. I'm sliding off. Only thing that I could see some people complaining about is the liner. It's got the Michael Walker liner lock. I think that's what his name was. The gentleman credited for creating it. As you can see, it's very much recessed. It doesn't stick out too far at all, but it is jimped, and I have no problem closing it. But I could see how someone would say, hey, I don't want to have to dig my finger in there. There we go. Look at that thing, though. Look at that grind. That's my first CPM M4. Excited to have it in my collection. I've become somewhat of a steelhead. It's got exotic seals that excites me. See if you can see that Gayle Bradley. And this is a Taiwan made. Oh, look at that. This thing is sick. Super happy with it. Glad I picked it up. Oh, my finger's in the way. Smooth, very smooth. It doesn't have the same action as the Para as far as falling down, the smoothness of that, but that's okay. It's not what I got it for. I got it to use it and love it, and very cool, very comfortable knife. Before I do a size comparison, I just want to talk about this G10. I know with the original it caused a bunch of problems for people. Oh, it's not real carbon fiber. Oh, it's actually G10. Whatever, guys. This feels so much better and has more grip to offer than any other carbon G10 laminate I've come across. Granted, I don't have a Gayle Bradley 1, and I do not have a Dice or Domino, and I don't have any of the Sprint carbons. So this is my first, true carbon fiber laminate from Spyderco, but it has real grip to it. Here's a real steel H6S1, and this is quite a bit cheaper, but you can see, yeah, it's great and all. You can see it's like a polished carbon fiber, but each one of these pieces of the weave in this can be felt. I don't know if you can see that. It's not perfectly smooth. See how it's got the bumps in it? That's smooth. Boker. Another carbon fiber laminate. Smooth. No grip. No purchase there. This, on the other hand, gives you a whole handful. And it's smooth, and it's big, and it's in charge. So let's go ahead and do a size comparison. First off, another Spidey. Everyone knows. Para 2. Beast of a knife. Great design. Actually, look at that. Right in the same, right about the same size there. Sorry, my depth perception is totally off. Good size, good smoothness on both of these. Spyderco's always hitting a home run. Next up, my newest other favorite. This has got about the same size on the blade, so look at that. Honestly, they're about the same size as well. And this is my Riot Torrance. The Riot's got an M390 steel, which is another super steel. Full titanium frame lock, obviously, but both totally usable with great materials. And then, let's see, I grabbed Rat 1 is another one that a lot of people know. This is probably going to be pretty similar in blade length, though the handle's a little bit longer, and that is going to be cheaper, obviously, more budget item, but I'm just trying to put things out here that, you know, people might recognize. So there's that. It's a little pricey. Thermite, probably about the same size there. Yeah, also about the same size. So there's a little size comparison for you. And I must say, man, this thing is pretty sweet, guys. It really is. Oh, that's a liner lock too, so I'll show you guys this. So this is what I was talking about, the liner. You can see it protruding here. Gives you something to grab onto. Not that I'm complaining, because I'm not, because it's actually fairly comfortable for me. I can just see some people having problems with it, maybe older guys or someone with bigger thumbs. I've got, you know, medium hands, so it doesn't affect me as much. But if you just put your thumb in there and pull down, you automatically will grip into it. There's no problem with that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to playing around with this one again, but look at that. It's oiled, as you can see. It's got some dust collecting on it right now, but I'll give it a wipe down here in a minute. And this thing, just check it out, guys. It's kind of classy, little gentleman folder-ish, but it's still a workhorse, which is something that I really like about it. Fair balance, quite a bit of it's back here, but it still has good balance there. The thing is nice. So get ready for these guys. They're coming out. Only people I've seen that have video on it is GP Knives right now, so this should be the only other one up. So I'm telling you guys, pick it up. I would. I did. It's worth it. Good deal. Great value. Under 150. I got this for under 140. So check it out. And sorry I didn't have a Gayle Bradley one to compare it to, but hey, got my first Gayle Bradley folder, and I'm stoked. So enjoy it, guys. Do yourself a favor, pick one up, and stay cool. Thanks.